The SEC has only been given another 24 hours before they have to make a statement and come out with some kind of regulation on crypto. I want to talk about that, explain what I mean by that and what this means for the crypto industry, along with some other big news happening in the crypto space and a really cool thing that another influencer came out with in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to cover a lot. I'm going to try to do it very quickly. If you notice, the sound's not as good, the camera quality isn't as good. There's nothing in the background because I am moving. I have everything in boxes. We are moving in the next 24 hours. We're moving the rest of our stuff out of this house into a new house. So hopefully that looks better by a couple videos from now. But I do want to thank Marvellex as well. There are links to them underneath the video, but I'll talk more about it later in the video. As you can see here, Bitcoin actually went up. It was below 26,000 last night. Now it's almost to 27,000. We had a bit of a dip just for a couple minutes, you can see here, because of some news from Binance, which we'll talk about, but came right back above. I think that's really good. Part of that might have been because the US dollar, the 𝗡cie, continues to move up. We're at almost 103, and on the 5-day, you can see we actually made a pretty decent move. Even just yesterday, we made a pretty decent move, but we went from 101 up to 102.7. So pretty big move. At the same time, Bitcoin fell down. So pretty expected there. And part of that is due to what happened with Binance as well. We have not a huge week in terms of economic data, but we do have a lot of Fed speakers. Cleveland Fed, Minneapolis Fed, Fed chair, vice chair, Richmond Fed president, New York Fed president, Chicago Fed president, Atlanta Fed president, and then we have some housing starts and a couple other things, Fed vice chair. So there's a lot of talks going this week, so we might see some volatility from that. I'm not saying that the market's going to pump or crash tomorrow, but it should get some clarity. The SEC was given 10 days to respond to Coinbase complaint. That was 9 days ago. Now, what is this exactly? Well, Coinbase filed a lawsuit in April requesting for the court to compel the SEC to publicly disclose their stance on a petition submitted several months before that. In the petition, the exchange posed 50 specific questions on the regulatory treatment of certain digital assets. The questions were wide-ranging, covering topics such as how tokens are classified as securities and seeking clarification on various other matters. Now, the court gave the SEC only 10 days to respond to this. The 10-day deadline ordered this week refers to the SEC's requirement to provide a legal basis for why it has not responded to the petition. So it's not necessarily responding to those 50 questions tomorrow, but they are going to provide a legal basis for why they have not responded to those questions. So hopefully we get some clarification on this tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know if this can be pushed back. I should ask my dad because he's a lawyer, but hopefully this goes smoothly and we can get some more news on this very soon. Now, before we go any further today, I want to thank a new partner of the channel. We'll be diving into the world of Marvellex. So this is an innovative blockchain ecosystem redefining the industry. Before we get into it, though, I'd like to thank Marvellex for sponsoring this part of the video. First and foremost, Marvellex is actually founded by none other than 𝗡cie𝗿𝗡𝗩𝗡. I might have destroyed that name, and he's the chairman and founder of Marvellex. Don't bow to anyone with Marvellex on your side. Being on top is in our blood. They say that they're on a mission to help the community through their charity token. Now, the MLXC token has some use cases as well, such as staking, yield farming, and they are going to have an NFT marketplace coming here soon, a secure Marvellex wallet, and DeFi lending with competitive interest rates. Now, you can also find their token price on CoinMarketCap, about 20 cents, self-reported market cap, so I think this is off, could be on CoinMarketCap side. But they are on some big exchanges, Owlbank, Bitmart, and they were just listed on MEXC as well. There are more exchanges coming, and they're constantly working on bringing innovation to the crypto industry. You can also download their app on the App Store and the Google Play Store to manage your tokens and stay updated with the latest news. So if you're looking to invest in a blockchain with a visionary leader who is on top of the world, literally a sheikh, You can check out the links underneath the video. Get your tokens, download the app, and be part of the future of blockchain technology. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to buy and sell, and I'm not trying to do that, but definitely check this out underneath the video for more information. Now, before we cover something that's happening with the banks, I wanted to give a shout out to Crypto Banter. They recently came out with a product that's pretty cool, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but they came out with this crypto bubbles. It's actually called Banter Bubbles though. And now you can actually click on some of these different cryptos and a chat will open up. Now I'm trying to connect now. I connected my Twitter to it, but nothing's popping up, so they might still be working on it or something might be still improving. But they're doing this, and I think this is pretty cool because if a crypto is running, instead of going to Twitter, you can come here, see other cryptos that are moving up as well, and you can just pop around from crypto to crypto instead of having 2 pages up, basically looking at crypto bubbles and then seeing what's moving and then going to Twitter and looking at it and trying to start a conversation. Instead, it's like a mini Discord for every single crypto. All you have to do is hook up your Twitter, which again, I think this is a pretty great idea. I'm surprised no one's thought of this already. Maybe Crypto Bubbles, the original one, will try to add this feature because I think it is a really good idea. Now moving on, U.S. banks are having a bit of an issue. U.S. bank deposits fell by $13.8 billion in the week ended May 3. I think a lot of people are realizing, especially larger accounts, that they can just put money into U.S. treasuries themselves. Then they don't have to hold their money at the bank. They get a 3 to 4% savings rate or some kind of yield, and it's less risky. U.S. bank loans, leases fell by 15.7 in the week ended May 3. So I would not be surprised if there are more banks having troubles coming this week. I thought about buying a bank stock that I've bought in the past, but at this point, I don't know if it's a wise idea to invest in the banking sector, especially because it is, I don't want to say a dying sector, but I think it is being disrupted by tech. I mean, Apple came out with Goldman Sachs with a 4.19% APY savings account. Website that I use, M1 Finance, just came out with a 5% APY savings account with FDIC insurance. So I think that the normal banking industry, the legacy banking industry, is having a tough time at this point. I don't know if it's worth trying to jump in and time the bottom, but do your own due diligence. And then Treasury cash balance is only $143.3 billion, down $11.5 billion in one day. This is a pretty tough situation, as I said, for the banks. Hopefully it clears up. Hopefully no one else loses their shirt or loses their money, because if there's not trust in the U.S. banking system, that's going to be a very bad thing for us here in America. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video, though. Thank you so much to Marvellex for sponsoring this video. Let me know what you think about the SEC's decision. Do you think they're actually going to come out with some kind of clarification? Do you think they're going to just go against the court's ruling? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.